Sup, fuckers? Welcome back to Hentai Heathens, baby.
You know so.
Yep, starting this one off with a cold one.
Oh yeah. Crack that bitch. Don't get
Now-
angry. It's just orchard.
That's actually a pretty good one.
I just made that up too. Too bad I'm not sponsored.
Yeah, sponsor us, Angry Orchard. We love you.
Always have.
Bring back Green Apple, please.
Yeah, dude, I can't seem to find that in stores lately. It's like, where the fuck did it go?
The one on Main Street used to have it, but they don't sell it anymore. Every time I go, they don't have it.
Yeah, it's the same with one of the whiskeys I fell deeply in love with, which was a Rogue whiskey made by a Rogue company. They're mostly known for Dead Guy Ale,
Mm-hmm.
and they made Rogue whiskey, and that shit. Oh, for like it was a mid shelf. You know, I think it cost like around 40 to 60 range, somewhere around there. And for a mid shelf whiskey, it was really good. And it was aged in the ocean.
Really?
And I was reading that on the bottle and everything, and I even looked it up online. I'm like, oh, let's find this out. Sure enough, the distillery was actually located in a coast. I forget exactly which one it was, and in the fucking coast there was a little fucking what the hell are those called? That's the coast, pretty much, a little coastline where they actually had their barrels anchored down and floating in the ocean.
That's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, and that's where they actually aged it. So it was really good for being a mid-shelf whiskey. And I haven't been able to. It was used to be everywhere. Freaking Walmart even had it. Like, it wasn't hard to find.
I did look it up after the New Year's party when we were looking for it in the store.
Mm-hmm.
They discontinued it.
Yeah, it breaks my heart because I really enjoyed it. Yeah. Oh, yeah, speaking of New Year's, I'm almost done editing. It's the first time I've had to actually edit an episode. And out of all episodes to turn around and edit, it's freaking over 4 hours long. So it's taken me time to go through and have to listen to it. Damn. But I'm getting there. So hopefully soon I will have that uploaded. It's only the second episode after New Year's right here.
Yeah.
Not that far behind.
Not too far.
Been doing pretty good at keeping our schedule. So see how. So far, it seems like right when I upload, we get like 40 listens, like almost within a day. So,
oh damn, that's what's up.
Thanks to you, loyal 40, whoever you are. They pop up within the 24 hours of uploading. I love you.
Yep, we love you.
But I will not support you. Get a job. I don't pay child support. Never will.
Nope.
Still, my biggest fear probably to this day is having some freaking 18-year-old knocking on my door and be like, "Daddy, what?"
That'd be fucking horrifying.
Yeah, it wouldn't be hard to track down which mother, though, considering, I don't have a very high sex count, so it shouldn't be too hard. High to my standards, at least.
Yeah, no, for me, it wouldn't be too hard either. But I think that would be probably one of my worst fears, too.
Yeah.
And not because, well, obviously I don't want to have fucking kids, but at the same time, it really sucked to find out I had a kid and no one told me.
And missed 18 years of it. Yeah, I'd be more mad at the fucking mother, whoever she'd be, for not telling me. Like, that's what I'd be more upset about than it's like, oh, wow, I have a kid. It's like, damn, I'm a piece of shit dad who was never there for his kid. But hey, not my fault. I was never told about you.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm innocent here. But that'll likely never happen. I always I got great pullout game. That's what we all say, right?
You got a good pullout game until, whoops, 2 red lines.
Yeah, everyone's got good pullout game too. You got those red lines. No, I don't trust that. You know me, dude. I freaking condoms, freaking make her be on birth control. Even if she says she's on birth control, I want freaking proof and
the pill right now in front of me.
Right now, and then I'll wait 24 hours and I'll also keep playing. And then you also take this plan B afterwards too, just in case. Mm-hmm. I'm overly paranoid when it comes to that.
Well, yeah, man.
Even when I get my balls cut, I'm gonna like double make sure. I'll keep going to the doctor, and jacking into a cup and make sure like 10 times that he says, yeah, it's negative. You're shooting negative. They're like, okay.
No, dude. I actually had a friend. His dad thought that his mom was cheating because she got pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
And they did a paternity test and everything, and it was his kid.
Damn.
So he had a vasectomy, and it turned out that his tubes that they cut grew back.
Damn.
And he went and had a second procedure. Same thing happened.
See, I think that's why you can't get it until you're of a certain age. Because I think if you were to, like, say if you're in your 20s and you try to get it cut, it's just going to grow back. So I think that's why I forget what the age is, but I know there's like almost an age restriction on getting a vasectomy.
Yeah. Last time I checked, the last doctor I talked to said they wouldn't perform it until I was 25.
Gotcha.
So I think that's like a cutoff limit.
Yeah, it must be. And probably then that way your tubes can't regrow.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be crazy. I think it's about the same for women to get their tubes tied. I'm not entirely sure, but there's got to be some kind of age limit there, you would think, as well. But at the same time, who knows in this fucking sick world now?
Yeah, no, actually, so one of my old lady friends wanted to get her tubes tied, but they told her they wouldn't allow her to get her tubes tied until she had a kid, which to me is kind of fucked up. But at the same time, it's like
I've heard the same thing about dudes also getting told the same thing. That you have to at least have some children before they'll pretty much agree to tie them.
Damn.
You know what you should do though? You should go back to the doctor, tell them you want that vasectomy, and though you're not of age, be like, yeah, but you're cutting off 8-year-old penises because they're trans.
Yeah, actually, that's fair.
Don't give me no fucking excuse. They're gonna be 25 to have my balls cut when here you are chopping theirs off completely.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'd say.
Yeah, no, honestly, that's entirely fair.
You would think, right? I mean, it's not fair at all, but it's just the sick world we're in now.
Well, not fair to the kid. That's child abuse. That's fucking disgusting.
But I know people who'd use the same argument as basically cutting off the foreskin.
Yeah, that's true too, I guess.
Yeah, not that I agree with it. I had mine freaking cut off and never bothered me. I was never like, I want my foreskin back. No, I was like, well, this is my penis.
Yeah, no, I still have mine.
Yeah.
So,
and even if I had the choice, I just think I don't know, I'd go through with it. I wouldn't really care to keep it. Like, to me, it just seems like extra headache.
No, honestly, it kind of is a little bit. So, when I was young, when I was little, I had a really hard time pulling the skin back.
Uh-huh.
TWI, by the way. Just so you guys know, it's going to get a little graphic. So I have a little bit of a hard time pulling the skin back, and they took me to the doctor, and they're like, well, here's the thing. We don't want to cut off his foreskin because his father still has his foreskin, and it'd make it a weird dynamic. So the son should have what his father has. And I'm like, nah, that shit hurt pulling back.
Cut it off, please.
Yeah, cut it off.
It's like you got to cocking the shotgun. Got to pull it back.
Yeah, no, but it took like 3 weeks of stretching the foreskin to get it around the head, which fucking hurts, by the way.
Yeah, see, and just due to hearing that, if by some miracle I ever do have children, I will probably get them fixed just to save them from that.
No, honestly, it's a good idea, too. Like, yeah, it's a little more pleasurable when you're having sex because you got all that extra sensitivity. But at the same time, for me, it's not worth the headache.
See, for me, I don't need extra sensitivity, man. I already have a hard time getting 2 pumps in. I don't need to, like, just put it in and then immediately.
Oh, bro. So,
I need less sensitivity.
So, think about it for you. I'd imagine it's mostly just centered around the head.
Oh, entirely, yes.
Yeah. So, for an uncut guy, you have all that untouched skin so that when it's going in, you feel all the sensation there, too.
Oh, damn. So, all the way, not just centered around the head.
Yeah, it's great.
Interesting. Well, good to know. Now you all have been educated between an uncut and a cut man. There you go. You're welcome.
Yeah, there you go. You're welcome.
Science, bitch. Well, it's like, you can always tell, too, how, like, if a dude, at least I'm assuming, if a dude jacks off a lot because, like, the kind of the top part of the penis is more red than the lower part.
Yeah.
Because, especially for me, that's how it is. Because, obviously, when I do it, it's just, like I said, focused on the head.
Uh-huh.
So, it's definitely, red, more pinkish. No, I wouldn't say red, but, like, pink around the head. And then the lower you get, it's more matching my actual skin color. I think it's just because I jack off too much.
Probably have, like, a... you probably have just a rug burn that's never gone away.
Probably. That's why they call me calluses.
Shit. I got calluses on my dick.
At the same time, maybe that's why I'm so sensitive too. It could be just because, like you said, with it being like untouched, maybe my skin's just rubbed raw. Maybe I need to let it like heal up a little bit, and then I won't be so sensitive. Maybe it's just like kind of like you said, a rug burn is what made me think of that. Because once you get a rug burn, the second you touch it, it's really sensitive. Mm-hmm. So maybe that's what I got to do to cure my two pump syndrome. Stop jacking off.
Two pump. Yeah, no, that's really funny. So for a while, I was on a hiatus, and I told my lady friend that I'm currently seeing that our first time, I'm going to probably stick it in, get a couple pumps in, and finish.
Oh, yeah.
But, like, give me a quick second, and I'll last as long as you want me to.
Yeah, it's anytime I get with a girl, I got to tell her the same thing. It's going to take, like, a couple weeks until I can, like, fully go. All right, I need to get re-warmed up at this, because I have very long dry sprees, Mm-hmm. So, luckily, I'm blessed with very large fingers.
Yeah.
So it makes up for it. But I always got to tell them, look, this ain't going to last right off the bat. I'll tell you that. That's why I don't even bother with like one night stands. Mm-hmm. Or if I was to go, like, since prostitution is legal, if I was to go pay for a prostitute, it'd be like, what's the point? I'd be like, how much for 5 minutes? And then what do we do with the remaining 4.5 minutes?
Yeah. Like, hey, so let's talk.
Yeah. I'm going to sit here and talk. Hey, brain, big brain. Have her come on the podcast. And
today we have Sparkles, the prostitute.
Candy with an eye.
Candy with an eye.
Oh, God, how funny would that be, though? Actually, I don't think anyone else has ever paid a prostitute to be on on their podcast.
I don't know, man.
Bro, we need to start making some money on this shit. I'm gonna start a fucking Patreon, and if people go fund it, we will hire a prostitute to come talk.
Yeah, no, dude, that'd be fucking hilarious.
That would actually be a lot harder here, though, because, like, obviously you're not allowed any recording devices in the ranch house.
Yeah.
They're not going to leave because they are, like, under contract. They have to live there for, like, the 2 weeks they're there working. Mm-hmm. And, like, in a state with illegal prostitution, it'd be a lot easier. You just go to the street corner and pay one to come talk to you.
Yep.
But thinking about it here, it'd actually be a lot harder because you don't find hookers in the streets.
Yeah, no, they're all in ranch houses.
Which is why I remember, I don't remember if it was last voting season or the one before, but they were trying to basically ban prostitution finally here.
Huh.
And I made sure I voted against that because, I've been to states with illegal prostitution, and guess what? You got hookers everywhere. Worse. You got them they're getting beat by pimps. They're getting fucking whored out, like barely making money. Like, to me, it's stupid that you don't have more legal prostitution because of how well it's guarded here. The women are actually safe. They're protected. Yep. They're constantly tested for STDs.
Yeah,
they're taken care of.
Yeah, no, and air quotes, they're clean.
Very.
So
because I don't even think you're allowed to bare-bone them. I think you have to wear a condom.
No, you have to wear a condom. It's part of everything that you have to sign to.
So, like, truthfully speaking, if you want to end, STDs and freaking abuse, all that, legalize prostitution in your state. Mm-hmm. Seems like a pretty obvious fix to me.
Yep.
Because but it's said pretty much you look under the same light as gun laws. You make it illegal, ain't gonna stop it. Obviously, it just makes it worse. Mm-hmm. So, cracks me up.
Because now I have to have my pistol with the selector switch in my home instead of around my hip.
Right.
Which I'd probably do anyway.
I do like that we can still have freaking shotguns hanging in our window of our truck.
Yeah. That's nice.
I can straight have a gun rack in my back window and just have like 3 guns hanging on it and they can't do shit about it. Mm-hmm. That is still nice to be able to have that and still have open carry,
Yeah, it's nice. But for me, I'd prefer to get my CCW.
Yeah, I'd like to get towards that too.
Yeah, no, once I have my CCW, I wouldn't leave my house without it.
Oh, I wouldn't either if I had my CCW. I'd have to definitely get a smaller gun because it'd be kind of hard to conceal a 45.
Yeah.
I'd probably go the route of probably get like a small 9. Nice little fucking 9 that could tuck right in. And I like those holsters too that they're like the thin like plastic kind of like ones that
Yeah,
just
like the
slide right.
polyester ones.
Yeah, almost pretty much slide under your pants.
Mm-hmm.
So like instead of hooking on the outside, they hook on the inside and just stay right there.
Yeah, no. For me, I've always I'm a bigger guy. So for me, my handgun that I have now, my 1911, would be perfect because it's not uncomfortable. I've worn it in my pants before.
Mm-hmm.
It's not uncomfortable. It doesn't rub or anything. So the gun I have currently is really fucking good for
Yeah.
conceal.
I mean, my 45 conceals, but that's only if I have it, tucked in the back.
Mm-hmm.
On the side or anything, or the front doesn't conceal, but having it basically right in the back conceals it well. There's been a couple of times where I just had to fucking tuck it in because I didn't know what was going to go down, so I just fucking grabbed it and stuck it in the back pocket. And I was like, all right, let's see what happens.
Yep. Yeah, no. There's been one occasion where I stuck it in because I like wearing my hoodies. I just stick it right there, have it ready to go, and just be like,
yeah.
If it happens, it happens.
And I don't even open carry really much at all, unless the only time I pretty much do is when Muffin calls me because he's got, Facebook market sale to go buy.
Yeah.
And, you never know who you're getting online. So there's been a couple times where he's like, hey, this dude wants to meet like in this alley of the casino. You want to come with? You got a gun? And I'm like, yeah, all right. Obviously, we ran into no problems, but.
Or that time we went with Ender into the city to pick up the couch.
Yeah.
When we got there, I was like, oh, this is a ghetto.
Yeah.
I'm glad I have my gun.
Yeah, I immediately took mine out of the holster in the truck and put it in my side. I think the only other time I fully open carried and made sure everyone saw it was when me and a bunch of the other guys all went and got our PS5s.
Yep.
Because that's when they were very hard to get still, and all of us were showing up with crap tons of stuff to sell. I wasn't the only one. I mean, I had 2 PlayStation 4s, an Xbox, games. Other dudes had PlayStation 4s, and there was a lot of shit getting sold. And, that was 5 PS5s. That's a lot of money. I wasn't taking no chances on us walking out of that store unprepared.
Yeah.
Because, there was people in there watching all of us in a row buying them together.
By the way, thank you, Muffins, for that. That deal was fucking amazing.
Yeah, glad he was working there during that time. I think the only bad look I got was from that, fat mother who was in there. Mm-hmm. And I remember we were standing there, and I saw her straight, look down and see my gun. And then she straight grabbed her kid and, pulled him off to the side. What? You're almost going to, fucking pull it out and shoot your kid in the head right here in the store, bitch?
Yeah, no.
What the fuck?
It's really...
And what's pulling your kid over here? Wow, you're another 2 feet away from the bullet. It's still going to reach.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
I just
really
kind of I was dumb. I'm like, wow, this bitch is stupid. She's one of them that just is afraid of it's a gun. Oh, it's going to jump out and kill everything.
She's probably from California.
Most likely. Fucking Cuntifornians.
Man.
But, oh man, how's your week been?
Honestly, it's been kind of shitty.
Was that before the pipe burst or?
Before.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, so on Monday I got sick, in the evening. And the next day I was feeling like fucking trash. I woke up with a migraine that was from my eyeballs to the side of my fucking head.
Yeah, that's a migraine.
Yeah, no. That shit sucks. So I called off of work. I made sure that I had enough time and that my points wouldn't go over at work. So I called off and just rested that whole day. Then on Tuesday, same fucking thing. Oh, no, sorry, Wednesday. So Tuesday and Wednesday I called off, woke up, fat fucking headache. Soul was there. He's like, hey man, you alright? I'm like, no, I'm just going to call off. Because I woke up to my alarm, took a shower, and I was like, yeah, nah, I'm not going to do this today. Nah, fuck this.
Yeah.
So I called off again. I showed up at work the next day, and they're like, hey, you're over your points. I'm like, no, I'm not. I had 2.5 points. I need 5 points to get laid off or fired.
Mm-hmm.
That's not going to roll down with me. So I showed them my whole log and everything, and they're like, okay, hands are tied. We can't do shit about it.
Yeah, that's right, motherfuckers.
So yesterday at work, I was still sick and pretty fucked up, and just driving around, they're like, "Hey, your numbers." I'm like, "Fuck the numbers. I'm in pain." And today was a pretty decent day. Then got home, fell asleep, woke up to Soul pounding on my door. "Hey, the pipe just burst." And that was that.
Fun.
Yeah. So
Yeah, no, it's been a pretty down week for me too. Freaking last Thursday, I got kicked off my job site because they couldn't take my sick metaphors. So here's the story. It was a freaking, early Thursday morning. I'd been up late the night before with muffins because we went and saw the Gurren Lagann movie in theaters, and it was only showing at like 7:30 at night, so it was a late night.
oh damn.
And so, went to bed. Obviously, didn't get too much sleep, but still went to work because I'm like that. And I'm in the freaking trailer of the general who runs the job, and I'm doing like hot work paper and shit. Dude's trying to have a full conversation with me. He's already wide awake like a crackhead, and I'm just over here like trying to do paperwork and everything. Like, "Oh, how you doing?" I wish I had freaking bigger bullets to put in my mouth and end it. And
Shit.
I didn't even think about it, and they apparently took it as I was suicidal and 86 me from the job site.
Yeah.
Which I find pretty funny because, if someone was truly suicidal, you think kicking, like literally firing them pretty much is the right call.
Yeah, no.
If you were truly concerned about my safety or the safety of the others on the job, I don't think kicking someone off is the right answer.
Yeah, no. The right answer is like, "Hey, did you mean to say that?"
Yeah, like, "Hey, what was that you said?" And like, "What? Oh, no, my bad. Sorry. I know. Just fuck me running, I guess."
Yeah.
So, due to my shit metaphor. Luckily, my company didn't take action against me. They're like, "Hey, they're our customer, so we have to listen to them. You won't be allowed on the job site, but you still have a job. Just give us a couple days, we'll get you on a new one." So, yesterday I got transported to the new job, so it's kind of actually nice. Because this whole time on the last job site, I've been running as a lead, basically running the job and shit, which is great. My body loves it. But damn, man, the fucking mental stress, and like I haven't learned to deal with that shit yet. I've never had to deal with like mental stress of work and like worrying about other people, worrying about if the jobs get done.
Yeah.
I've never had to deal with that. So it's obviously been a fucking drain on me. The job I'm on now, I'm just back to building shit, and man, have I been loving it. Just had my freaking earbud in, blasting music, just framing and hammering away.
Yeah.
Just like, wait, it's lunchtime already? Damn! All right, let's go. Get home from work, and you would think that I would be more exhausted, physically, because like the shit we're framing, it's that heavy gauge, damn near steel. Like shit's heavy as fuck. And I get off work now, and I'm like, woo, let's go. I'm ready to do shit still. And it's been nice actually, just being back to just building, because I enjoy building things. That's why I have the career I have. Yes, my body isn't happy. Considering my first day back on the job, I tweaked my back immediately because I was trying to rack over this whole wall that was out of square. And I fucking pushed on it, and I like felt my back squeeze in, like I compressed it, and I felt it too. It was like, oh fuck. And dude's all, "Do I need to file a report?" I'm like, "Nah, I ain't a bitch. Like, don't worry about it. It'll go away." Didn't go away until the next morning, but hey.
Oh no.
Yeah, it hurt. Got home, had to fucking took a big old CBD drop and shit, and made it feel better. But yeah, I thought that was funny. Like, man, I'm obviously out of shape, man. Been a while since I've actually built shit, so it's been.
Yeah, no. How long were you working on that side as a lead?
Oh shit, fucking
a
year.
Yeah. So you're pretty out of practice then.
Yeah, no, it didn't take long to get back into the groove and things though. And so yesterday was like a little bit of slow for me. I had to fix this lid that someone had built wrong, and took me a little extra time than it should have. And then today I was just fucking right back into it.
Nice.
So it's been nice. But I can definitely feel it, especially in my my right arm, because obviously my steel plates in my shoulder.
Right.
This metal is not easy to screw together. Like I said, this shit's fucking one level away from being actual steel. So it's heavy ass fucking metal. And I got to literally screw it together. And I'm sitting there, the screws may be self-tapping, which for those uneducated have basically a little drill bit at the end of it. Doesn't mean it goes in easy. I got to sit there and fucking push that shit so fucking hard. And like, there's a couple times where I've had to use my right arm because I couldn't get my left in or something like that.
Oh, damn.
Dude, and it's like I can feel my freaking screws in my plate like popping out almost as I'm trying to push. And it's just like, oh. So I do everything I can to not have to use my right.
Yeah, no, that's shitty.
Yeah, thank God I'm left-hand dominant.
Yeah, dude. I can only imagine.
It's wild, man, because of all the shit, all the bones I've broken have all been on my right side. My right arm, my right collarbone, my right ankle, my right freaking fingers, like everything has been my right side.
Damn.
I haven't broke anything on my left.
Yeah,
so
let's keep it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's wood. Let's keep it that way.
Oh, knock on wood?
Yeah, knock on wood.
Hey, man, I stepped out of a truck after flipping 5 times and was just fine. I just had some blood on my hand. That was all.
Yeah.
I really got to remind myself a lot of times because I'm not going to lie. I get kind of convinced sometimes that I'm immortal for obvious reasons. I'm not going to go into all detail in this episode of my life and how many times I've looked death in the eyes and just said, fuck you.
Yeah, no,
but it's definitely more than 9 at this point.
Yeah, no, man. I remember when you fucking flipped your car. So I was literally at work doing what I was doing,
mm-hmm.
and at that time I was the lead. So I get a call, and I'm like, "Why the fuck is Fear calling me this goddamn early?"
Yeah.
And I set my phone down. And I'm like, "Wait, he never calls me this early." So I grabbed my phone, picked it up. I'm like, what happened? Like, oh, I flipped my truck. I'm like, oh, shit.
Yep. Yeah, you almost quit work, but luckily we were able to have the fucking, the other one.
Treachery?
Yeah, traitor.
Yeah.
Well, he was unemployed at the time, so he was able to come and pick me up. But I know if it wasn't, if he wasn't going to, I know you would have.
Yeah, no, because you had already said, oh, Goba's going to come pick me up. And I was like, okay, but do you need me there? I'm like, I can literally pull off right now.
Yeah, I had to tell this fucker to stay at work. I'm like, no, I already got the ride. It's all good, but I could be there for you. I'm like, dude, no, I don't need coddling. That was the day after I needed the coddling.
Yeah, no. And it was really funny. Fucking asshole. I miss Gobo.
I know.
So I literally called him. I'm like, hey, you go ahead and take him home, but afterwards, make sure that he goes to a fucking hospital.
Because you know I wasn't going to.
Yeah. And I was like, if you have to force him, call me and we'll force him.
I am stubborn like that. You want to know what's funny of all of it, though? After all was said and done, I did go to the hospital. Everything was good, I went and got my hair cut.
Yeah.
And it's funny as I was sitting there talking to the barber. It's like, how's your day been? I'm like, oh, horrible. It's like, what? I'm like, yeah, I freaking just rolled my truck 5 times off the freeway this morning. Just literally just left the hospital. And I decided to come here. And she's like, and you decided to get your hair cut. And I'm like, yeah.
Like, seems fitting.
Yeah. And she's like, oh, well, I'm sorry, but I'm glad you're here.
Yeah.
Like, she was super kind of cool about it. Like, I was just shocked of all, like, never heard this kind of story. Whenever I ask how people's days go, and I just get, the norm. Rolled my truck, decided to get my hair cut. Figured if you're gonna go meet God, you might as well look good.
Yep. Oh man.
Oh, but yeah, it was like crazy. Oh man, you haven't finished jujitsu yet, have you?
No, I actually just started season 2.
Started season 2?
Yeah.
Dude, it's about to get fucking crazy.
So I am officially on season 2, episode 3.
Episode 3, oh yeah, dude, it's about to be nonstop.
Yeah, no, and then I just started reading Overlord.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going back and rewatching it.
Are you actually reading the novel or are you reading the manga?
I'm reading the novel.
The novel?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Should have told me. I have volume 1 right there.
Oh, dude, I'm already on volume 3.
Oh, damn. Yeah, I actually bought that not realizing it was a novel.
Oh, dude.
I didn't open it and look until after I'd bought it, and I was like, no pictures! Ah!
I could just imagine you like, oh, Overlord, really good anime. I'm going to love this manga. Flip open. What are these?
What are these? What's all this weird stuff all over? Where's my pictures?
Where are my goddamn pictures?
So what do you think so far, though, of season 1 of Jujutsu Kaisen?
Honestly, it was really good. So, I wasn't... For the most part, I was really half-assing it until I got to the fight with Gojo and Volcano Head.
Oh, yeah.
And then I was like, oh, this is fucking awesome.
See, you pretty much you treated it the same way I was treating Demon Slayer. You're like, this overrated fucking shit. It's probably not that good.
Yeah.
And like until I got to that fight in Demon Slayer, it was like, oh, this is actually really good.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I've been pushing you so much, just like you pushed me on Demon Slayer, which I'm glad you did. That's why I've been pushing you on Jujutsu Kaisen, because I knew you, once you actually got into it, you would see that it's not overrated bullshit. This is actually really good.
Yeah, no. So the fight with 3 and 5, God, I'm already forgetting the main character's name.
Itadori.
Yeah, thank you. Itadori and Stitchface.
Yeah, I don't remember his name. I'm horrible with anime
I don't
names.
remember his name either.
Yeah.
But when he did his domain expansion and just see a bunch of fucking black hands just shoot out of everywhere.
Oh, yeah, the way they come out.
Yeah.
What I love most about his domain expansion is, like, the first time he activates it, it's literally the hands inside his mouth that come together.
Uh-huh.
Like, he's got 2 sets of hands in his mouth that clap together, and I just thought that was so cool. And then all of a sudden, the hands just start bursting out everywhere. Out of all the domain expansions, he probably has, like, the coolest, like, activating looking one.
Yeah.
But you haven't seen Gojo's yet, or did you?
Yeah, I saw
Gojo's. Oh, you did get see Gojo's?
Yeah.
Okay, I couldn't remember if it was in that volcano fight or not.
Yeah, it was. So, the volcano did his domain expansion, and then Gojo did his.
Yeah.
And you just see Volcano Dude see
fucking
infinity,
just seeing everything. I do love Gojo.
Yeah, he's good.
He is really good. And it's funny, too, because, the anime awards are actually up for vote right now. I think they're about to close here soon. Once they get the results, I definitely want to do an episode just on the anime awards. Maybe we can get Soul in here for that, since he's also a giant anime fan like us.
Mm-hmm.
Probably, he's actually, out of all of our friends, he is, I say, the top anime fan. He's watched more anime than any of us. I mean, Muffins has a really high count, too. He watches a lot of different anime.
Mm-hmm.
But Arc Soul definitely has, like, the biggest fucking list of anime he's watched.
Yeah.
And me and him were talking, too, and the reason is he doesn't rewatch. He doesn't go back and rewatch.
Huh.
So for me, I would obviously have, if I had that same deal, I would have a much larger list of animes I've watched.
Yeah.
Considering I've watched Dragon Ball Z start to finish 4 times now.
Shit.
So just taking that alone, that's 300, I think, something episodes times 4.
Yeah.
I could have watched a lot more anime.
Yeah, no.
But I rewatch a lot of shit, mostly 1, because I really enjoy it, and I like go back and rewatch it. 2, I have really shit memory, which is actually a great thing when it comes to anime, books, all that. I can go back and reread a book and be like, oh, this is all brand new to me.
Yeah.
Or it'll be mostly like, oh, I remember this scene, yeah. And then I'll be like, oh, I don't remember that happening, though. And it's the same with anime. So that's why I go back and rewatch so much stuff. One I've watched a shit ton of is My Hero Academia.
Yeah.
I've been following that since season 1, and every time a new season comes out, I start all over again. That means I've watched 1 fucking over 5 times.
Damn.
So
yeah, no, that's a lot.
That's just what I do. I did the same. I've rewatched Black Clover, I think, 3 times. I rewatch a lot of shit. I don't even know how many times I've rewatched Keijo.
Keijo. Oh, man.
That one to me is just great background. It's, if I don't really feel like playing a video game, but I don't feel like watching anything and putting a lot of effort in, throw on Keijo. And then I'll sit there on my phone with Keijo on the TV. Or if I'm like cleaning my house, I'll have like that playing. Another one that's now getting a very high count, just like Keijo, Chainsaw Man. Yep. Obviously, I love Chainsaw Man. I've read all the manga up to date. First anime I've actually watched where I read the manga before watching the anime.
Nice.
So it's been really nice. I do hope they continue. Pardon. Right now, God damn it, they're going to get so... I'm not gonna apologize. I will never apologize for the sound of vapes in the mics because I started this, but now we got freaking Die Hard, who is now vaping as well because he got off smokes just like I did. So not only do you just get to hear my vape now all the time, now you get to hear his too.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Well, it's better than choking down a bunch of cigarettes that I don't enjoy.
I wouldn't say it's better. I'm not one of these blind retards who thinks, oh, vaping's healthier. No, it's cheaper.
No, it's cheaper.
It's cheaper. That's the only reason.
It's cheaper and it tastes better.
Yeah.
For me, it tastes a lot better.
I don't know, man. I still this day love the taste of a cigarette. If I could get a nicotine-free cigarette, I would. I should make that a thing.
Yeah, make it a thing.
I mean, you got nicotine-free vape juice. Find a way to make nicotine-free cigarettes. Let me smoke them.
For me, if you're vaping with zero nic, you're just fucking stupid.
Up yours.
It's dumb.
No, because it's like, because to me, even the first time I fully got off nicotine, and I was using the zero juice, yes, I wasn't really addicted to the nicotine anymore, but I was still addicted to that feeling in my lungs.
That's fair.
You know, yes, I may have zero nicotine. I wasn't getting the nic high from it, and I wasn't addicted to it anymore, but I still wanted that motion in my freaking lungs and everything of smoking.
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't say it's retarded to have zero nic juice. I'm actually getting ready to start moving back down to 3 milligrams since I've been on 6 now for 2 months. I think, well, man, actually, I think it's almost 3 months now. No cigarette. It's a almost new record for me.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Well, shit, it's been fucking 10 years I've been smoking.
Mm-hmm.
So, holy shit, I'm old. I just kind of just hit me hard. I'm like, God damn, yeah, I started smoking over 10 years ago and never stopped.
Oh, man.
Besides that short expansion there between the time I was dating Ray, fucking, there was that short expansion because she hated the smell of cigarettes but was okay with me vaping. That was the first time I got off cigarettes. Because she refused to fucking kiss me or do anything if I smelled like cigarettes. So I was like, oh, man, I want kisses. Fuck cigarettes. I threw them bitches away. I made sure, too, because I was still at where I'd be at work, you know, and I'd fucking like look at the clock, and it's like, all right, I got time. I could smoke one more and then not smell like them when I get back. So, and then I'd start timing it even further, like, and then it got to the point where I just was able to drop them. Power of kisses, man.
Yeah, man.
This time's been tough, though. This has been just me trying to push away from them. Issue is, I love the fucking taste and smell of cigarettes. Always have. Even when I was younger, I always enjoyed the smell of a cigarette. As, you know, sad as it may be, it reminds me of my dad. You know, it's weird. The smell of cigarettes, beer, and drywall remind me of my dad. And gasoline.
And gasoline.
Like, every time I smell those things, like, reminds me of my dad. So... whatever, judge all you want. He was a good man. But so I have always enjoyed that smell, and I actually, out of all people, I really enjoy the taste of cigarettes. Hell, even when I first started vaping, I even got the tobacco flavored juice.
Really?
Which, by the way, does not taste like a cigarette. It tastes like you're breaking open the cigarette, taking everything inside, and throwing it in your mouth. That's what it tastes like. And it's horrible. I bought the one bottle.
Bet.
Yeah, I bought the one bottle of tobacco flavored vape juice when I first started vaping, and I was like, "Oh, this is horrible." It's also funny too because no one ever told me when I first started that you have to change the coil. I think I went like over, I don't know, 2 to 3 months on one coil. And I kind of quit hitting it. I was like, dude, this thing makes me freaking cough and hurt more than a cigarette. Fuck this. I'm going back to cigarettes. But it wasn't until I was making a trip down to SoCal to see my brother. And even when I chain smoked, I never smoked cigarettes in my car. I don't smoke in my car. I don't smoke in my house. I have rules. So I was making this long drive, and I'm like, fuck, I don't want to pull over, you know, every freaking hour for a smoke. So I'm going to bring the vape with me, even though it's fucking rancid. I'll try it. So I was able to smoke that on the road so I didn't have to make stops. To get to my brother's, because he was the one who told me about vaping and got me into it. And I get there, and I had my vape with me and all that, and I was talking to him, and I went to smoke a cigarette, and he's like, why are you smoking? You got the vape and everything now? I'm like, oh, dude, it fucking tastes nasty. It's like hurts more than a cigarette does. And he's like, well, when did you change the coil? I'm like, coil? What the fuck is that? What are you talking about? He's like, dude, his jaw dropped. He's like, what? How long have you had that? And I'm like, I don't know, like 3 months? He's like, oh, God. Come here. He went over to the sink, opened it up, and pulled the coil out, and he's like, you need to change this the second it starts tasting bad and burnt. I was like, oh, dude, it was so fucking clogged and black, and like I swear, there's probably like mold growing in there and shit. Like it was bad. That's what I found out. You're supposed to change the coil. Luckily, he had the same because when vaping was first going, the only thing out there was smoke. So he obviously already had smoke coils. He popped a new one in for me. He's like, "Here, try it now." I was like, "That's really good. It's like it's brand new again."
Oh man!
Like, yeah, dumbass, change your coils. Like, oh, okay. So that was my first experience with vaping. That was fantastic.
Yeah, no, this is my first experience with vaping. This Geek Vape right here.
Oh yeah, Geek Vape's the shit, dude.
It's fucking great.
Yeah. Told you though, it's almost a worse habit, only because obviously you would never be smoking a cigarette here in my house. Yeah. But vapes, so it almost to me is a worse addiction because you can hit this thing anywhere. Even at work, we're not allowed to really smoke on the job sites, especially if it's occupied spaces and shit. Easy it is to hit the fucking vape and hide that amongst all the dust and shit in the air. Yeah. Can't hide a fucking cigarette burning in the building, but I can hide a fucking vape cloud amongst all the dust at work. Mm-hmm. So,
yeah, no. And I told myself that when I got this, that I would only do like a tank a day.
How's that going?
Oh, easy.
Really? You're still only doing a tank a day?
No, I'm doing like a tank every 3 days.
Holy shit. Well, good for you. Good for you.
Yeah. So it turns out my like 4 or 5 cigarettes a day compared to the vape is just like that nice little medium.
Yeah, that's wild concern. I'm constantly refilling mine. And it's not just because I have a smaller tank. Even when I had the big bubble tank like that, I'd still be refilling that fucker all the time.
Yeah.
And it's like me, I got to change my coil pretty much every 3 weeks. And you know how burnt I let my shit get before I change it.
Yeah, yours gets hurtful.
Yeah.
Like...
Oh, dude, it's funny, too, because I've got, even like, before you were into vaping, I'd offer it to other people, and they'd be like, oh, no. I'd have to tell them, like, it's a new coil, it's okay.
Yeah.
One of the early ones was old fucking Nick back at the shop when we all hung out there. And I remember one of the first times, they're like, oh, yeah, here, try mine. He hit it, and dude, he started dying. What the fuck is wrong with you? And I'm like, what? That shit's burnt to hell. I'm like, oh, yeah, I forgot to mention that.
But yeah. So I've been doing really good on keeping on track with it. I am only at, if it changes, 939 hits on my brand new coil.
930, huh?
Yeah.
8,420.
Oh, shit. Oh, wow.
Yeah. I mean, that's the only thing I've ever gotten addicted to, man, is nicotine. I've done all kinds of stuff. I drink, I do all that. Only thing I've ever considered addiction is fucking nicotine. Nicotine and caffeine.
Yeah, caffeine.
I have a caffeine addiction to the max. Like, if I don't freaking drink caffeine, even on my days off, I get fucking headaches.
Yeah, I've seen your cupboard.
Yeah. Sponsor me, G Fuel. Well, I think I'm up to because I just, with that New Year's sale, because everything was 50% off, I think that put me over 35 tubs of G Fuel in my cabinet.
Jesus. Jesus.
No, G Fuel.
G Fuel.
G Fuel saves. G Fuel saves. That's another thing. It's funny too because I picked up these things to try to help my addictions. Vaping, great example. I used to smoke 2 packs a day. That was my freaking average normal day. Fucking 2 packs easy. So I started picking up vaping. One, not to be healthy, but to save me money because 2 packs a day was getting really fucking expensive.
Yeah.
So I picked up vaping to pretty much try to kick my cigarette habit. That didn't help. That just made my fucking addiction worse. Because for the longest time, I was smoking cigarettes, vape, and I was even using Zen all at the same fucking time. So all I did was increase that shit. And then Muffins is the one who introduced me to G Fuel because I was drinking 3 bangs a day.
Jesus.
Which bangs have 300 milligrams of caffeine per can. A regular Red Bull, Rockstar, Monster, those push about, 140 to 160.
Yeah, so you were pushing your caffeine.
That was, so that'd equal up to 6 Rockstars a day, pretty much. I was drinking in bangs. So he was like, "Hey, try this to help. This will help save you. Same deal. This will save you some money, and it's healthier, and it'll probably help with your addiction." No, I just made it worse because now I'm going through like 5 G Fuels a day,
Damn.
which is still less caffeine than the bangs. Because like I said, I think G Fuel pushes 120, 130 milligrams of caffeine per serving.
Okay.
So 5 of those still isn't equal to the 3 bangs, but at the same time, it's kind of the same deal with vape. It's there and available to me. It's not like I gotta go to the store like, oh man, I drank my 2. I guess I can't have any more for the day.
Right.
Especially at work. I keep a whole tub in my lunchbox. So it's like, oh man, I'm having a real down day. Mix another one. Another one. It's just there and ready. So I find it kind of funny though. I'm getting a little better at it. I've been kind of drawing more of a line at 3 a day. I've been doing my drive-in one, because I don't even drink coffee in the morning anymore. I drink G Fuel heading to work. All right, when I get to work, I make one. I make that last until break time. Make one at break and drag that out till lunch, and then I don't have any more.
Damn.
So been getting a little better with it. At the same time, I wonder why I got to take sleeping pills. Which that's just another fucking habit waiting to happen right there if I don't fucking cut that off real quick.
Yeah.
But it's just the melatonin. Like I haven't been getting I haven't been buying like the actual like sleep well pills. I just been getting the I think it's melatonin. So just to pretty much make you tired and may help you fall asleep.
Yeah.
Because I have no problem whatsoever sleeping when I'm asleep. Once I fall asleep, I am out. I got 5 fucking alarm clocks in my room to wake me up. I'm a heavy ass sleeper when I fall asleep. But trying to fall asleep is my issue. Could it be because of all the caffeine? Possibly.
Probably.
I won't admit it. I'm gonna blame it on my fucking ADHD and shit is why I can't fall asleep. But fuck you, science.
You know what you need?
A blowjob before bed.
That and just play Dumb and Dumber in the background.
Oh god, I could still quote that movie from start to finish, man. 10 years, over 10 years, I watched that movie every single night, and that's how I went to bed. And this is why I do think it truly is because of my fucking disabilities over my caffeine addiction. Because obviously as a child, I wasn't even allowed to have caffeine. I couldn't have caffeine until I was, fucking like 20. I was technically allowed to kind of start drinking caffeine. But that's because of all the medication I was on for my seizures. Mm-hmm. Especially as a child, dude. If I had like any caffeine mixed with that medication I was on, the early meds they had me on, dude, I'd go into fucking rages. Basically bashing my face through the fucking windows and just
Fuck, man.
Yeah, it was bad. So growing up, all I was allowed to drink was Sprite and root beer pretty much, Wasn't allowed to ever have Mountain Dew or anything like that. Hence why I'm such a Mountain Dew freak now. But what you gonna do?
Yeah.
And now, to make matters worse, now we got caffeine and alcohol mixes. Like the new fucking, what is it? The Beast is what the monster ones are called. Those are actually pretty fucking good.
I don't like the monster ones.
No?
No.
I just think it's hilarious how like every brand is making an alcohol now. Arnold Palmer has an alcohol now. Arnold Palmer Spiked. It's like, wow. Even, God, what was it? Not Minute Maid. What's the other popular lemonade brand? Oh, fuck.
Minute Maid had one too.
No, it wasn't Minute Maid. No, it was the other one. It was the one that comes like they made their lemonade normally comes in the plastic. Yes, Simply.
Yeah, Simply.
Yeah, Simply's got an alcohol one now.
Shit.
Yeah, and then you got the Mountain Dew alcohol. You got freaking Simply, Arnold Palmer, Monster. Oh, it's crazy.
Pretty good shit though.
Yeah, it is.
Like those Mountain Dew ones, the Baja Blast alcoholic is just.
Yeah, I really enjoy the Baja Mountain Dew Hard.
Yep.
Yeah, those are always really good. You got to give respect. I don't know if they're the original one or not, but as far back as I could remember, the first like alcohol sweet drink that I could remember is Mike's Hard Lemonade.
Yeah.
There's probably something else before that. I mean, obviously mixed drinks have always been around forever, but not counting mixed drinks, but just, come in a can pretty much. The only one I can truly remember way back was Mike's Hard. They kind of started all this with the alcohol lemonade.
Yep.
And then, you started getting the wave of ciders started coming in. That's where you got Angry, Reds. Yep. Smith and Forge was a really fucking good one that came and just left, but it was super good. And then all of a sudden, you go to the store now, and it's just all this shit. It's gotten crazy. I mean, I'm not complaining because, I like sweet alcohol, but damn.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's wild. I never thought I'd see simply alcohol beverage.
Never thought I'd see Mountain Dew. Like, fuck. But I love it. I ain't complaining. I'm just glad Baja Blast is back in stores right now because it's the 20th anniversary of Baja Blast, so it's back in store. Been happy about that. First day I saw it, I already bought 5 cases.
Damn.
Oh, I love Baja Blast, dude. That's my favorite Mountain Dew. We got Baja, Code Red, and then Original being my top 3.
For me, it's Code Red, Baja, and Voltage.
Oh, High Voltage?
Yeah, love Voltage.
Voltage is good. I also really been enjoying the Voodoo they've been doing the past couple years during Halloween. Yeah. This year's Voodoo was really good. I enjoyed that one a lot. So, yeah. All right, I'm going to start trying to clear my throat more. I try not to do that, but then I go back. I kind of noticed it during the edit of the New Year special. Or actually, I think it was because Muffins pointed out. It's like, why do you sound sick? It's like, oh, yeah, it's because I try not to clear my throat on the mic, but at the same time, I don't know what's worse, sounding sick the whole fucking time or just taking that second. That probably sounded great.
Yeah.
So, I'm also a fucking smoker, so, that's why my fucking throat's always clogged. Coughing up that shit. That's one thing I do like about vape over cigarettes, though. I don't wake up with the morning hacks. Fucking when you chain smoke cigarettes, man, waking up in the morning is the worst. You wake up with that fucking hack and just giant clump of fucking cum in your throat. And you gotta get out in the morning in order to fucking breathe.
That cigarette cum just like, hey,
dude,
come up, baby.
It just sticks there, man. There's been mornings I've woke up having to hack that, start choking on it and shit. It's like, fuck.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm glad I don't get the morning hacks anymore. But, oh, man. Wow, this has been a pretty good one, man. We've just been going nonstop.
Yeah.
That's good. Went from, penises to work to alcohol.
Yeah.
So it seems to all go together. It's a pretty good theme.
Yeah.
Call this episode Monday to Fridays.
Hell yeah. Speaking of Spotify.
Oh, what about it?
They have audiobooks now.
Yeah, I know. I've only told you that.
But
what?
They're only limited to like 2 books. So I literally got an email saying, hey, you're over the amount of hours you can listen to audiobooks. And I was right here like, fuck you, I'm going back to Audible then.
Or just,
and I just had my Audible.
There might be a bigger thing. Maybe there's another subscription you could pay for to get more hours.
I don't want to do that, though. I'm already paying.
It'd be cheaper than paying for Audible.
Yeah.
Because what I did, I canceled, and I'm actually glad Audible did this, because I canceled my Audible because I just wasn't listening to my audiobooks anymore. And it was kind of just sitting there, and I went to cancel it, and they even told me, it's like, hey, before you cancel, spend all the points you've gathered the past couple months, or they will go away.
Yeah.
They said, use your points, then you'll have your books, you can still listen, and your subscription will be canceled. And it's like, thank you, Audible, I appreciate that. Thanks for not just taking my money. So I literally was able, I think I had like 12 points fucking saved up because I hadn't been using it. So I fucking went through, bought 12 books, canceled, and then now I got 12 books to listen to, which I haven't got on yet. And that's not even including the other ones I already had before that.
Yeah, no. But that's what I mostly listen to now is my audiobooks. So they don't know where I work. I'm at work driving on my forklift, have my audiobook going, and it cuts off in the middle on Spotify.
Mm-hmm.
It cuts off in the middle of it, and then I get that email. You're over your listening hours for audiobooks. I was like, well, what the fuck?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to use one of my points to buy that book on Audible and listen to the whole fucking thing.
Oh, wow. Fair. What book was it? You can't even remember. Fucker's got to pull up his phone because he can't remember what book he was listening to just an hour ago. What the hell?
An hour ago.
Oh, whatever. 2 hours ago.
An hour ago.
And you say, I got bad memory. You can't even remember what fucking book. It must not have been that good of a book if you can't remember it.
No, it was the 6th book in the Halo series.
Oh, how could you not remember that? Wait, which one? Damn, you're ahead of me now on Halo. Fuck, I fell behind. I was on book 5 when I quit, so we're literally on like the same page. You're just a little
Damn.
into book 6.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, no, I told you the Halo books are fucking awesome, dude. The details they go into. The Flood is still by far my favorite book. It's just, to me, is like the best one, but they are all very good. I'm actually stoked because I just got my hands on Chainsaw Man Volume 13, so I've been reading that, really enjoying it. I had actually really good luck at Barnes & Noble. So we all know Barnes & Noble is really hard to have the book you're on.
Yeah.
So I knew Chainsaw Man 13 had come out, so I decided to go hit up Barnes. I picked up, they had it, which I was so happy about. While I was there, I'm like, all right, I'm not going to buy anything new because I have way too many number ones right now. I'm going to check and see if they have a couple that I'm actually really interested in, see if they have the number I need. Mm-hmm. Dude, they had Kaijo number 8, which I've been enjoying. They had Free Life Fantasy Online that I was in the middle of. They had The Hidden Dungeon Only I Can Enter and Die at Dark. Like, all ones I've been reading and all the exact number I needed.
Hell yeah.
I was like, damn.
That's some good fucking luck.
Yeah, because normally that does not.
Barnes.
Yeah, because that normally does not happen. So I was so happy about it. I did buy one new number one, because I figured, hell, with this luck streak, I can get one number one. So I got this one called Undead Unluck.
Okay.
So reading the description on the back, it's basically, I totally forgot. I'm staring right at it. If I remember correctly, it was something about this dude basically wanting to die, but not being able to. So he starts hanging out with this chick who apparently has really bad luck. So like hoping that her bad luck will finally cause him to die or some shit. Like I was reading the back of it and it sounded really good. So I picked it up, haven't read it yet, and I already forgot what the description was. It was something like that.
Cool.
But
yeah, no, that actually sounds pretty good.
Yeah, and it got a cool looking cover on it too, so I look forward to reading that. But I got a couple I really need to catch up on, like Hidden Dungeon Only I Can Enter. Shit, I have up to volume 9, and I'm only on volume 4. So I'm caught ahead on that one. Free Life Fantasy, I have I think I'm on volume 4, and I have 2 more ahead of that one to read. I have a couple. Hell, Call Girl in Another World, that's another one. I've only read volume 1, and I have all the way up to 7.
Damn.
So out of all my series on that shelf you're looking at, the only ones I have read to completion, Saki the Succubus Hunger Night, that's done, and that series is over. There's no more. It's done. That one I've read all the way. Chainsaw Man, like I said, I'm all the way up to the new one that I just got, so that one's complete. Fucking, yeah, that's pretty much it for completion wise. Well, and I don't know how Sepultura, no, not Sepultura, that's a band. The one that's in between Call Girl and Saki. I forget what that one's called, but I've read that one all the way because it's only 3 books, so that was an easy one. That was the one where you open it and it was just immediate tits, so I was like, I'm buying this. Yeah, what's the name of that one again? Yeah, see, I'm not just the only retard here.
Semelparus?
Something like that, yeah. So that one I actually remember. Yes, I bought it because it's just got tits on the cover. Guess we're talking about hentai a little early here. This ain't full hentai, though. This is light hentai. It's sold at Barnes, so you're okay.
That's fine.
But yeah, you can open a page and immediately see shower scenes, you know?
Yeah.
It's cool because the whole thing is actually there's this in-between world between our world and the world of the kaiju, right?
Yeah.
And you have these female soldiers who pretty much go to this in-between world to fight the kaiju there, so that way they, prevent them from crossing over into ours. Well, upon this, you got the fucking young female soldiers who pretty much fall for each other and end up having a fucking lesbian relationship while fighting monsters. So, it's pretty good all around. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm waiting for number 4 to come out still. Yeah, there's a lot of titty pages.
Yeah, a lot of titty pages.
Yeah. And the Saki the Succubus Hunger Night was actually a pretty fun one to read. Obviously light hentai, but it was very funny too, especially the way that they had drawn because there's a couple times where the dude, gets an erection.
Right.
But it's funny because it's just this blurred out kind of rectangle with a big old smile and everything on it that pops up. So it was really funny how they kind of drew it. And I enjoyed it because it was one of those ones where she was a young succubus, but didn't want to actually give up her, virginity, even though she was starving because succubi need to, drink us to live pretty much. So her older sister she would do the work for her and then feed it to her. But she ends up falling for this guy who, is I think he's a 40-year-old virgin, maybe in his 20s or 30s. But So they end up actually getting together, and like it's kind of like a little rom-com with some light hentai in between. And
Okay.
so it was actually a pretty fun read. It was a short series. I believe it was only 5 volumes till end of story. So it was a pretty fun one. I enjoyed it. But there's a lot of them up there, though, especially on the light hentai shelf. There's a lot of those I haven't even read yet.
Yeah.
Like Sundome Milky Way is supposed to be a pretty good one. That's light hentai. There's the other one I need to read, which I think is does it count if you lose your virginity to an android? So there's a couple of them. I enjoy those ones though because I find them more funny, honestly, than like, oh, I need to go jack off now. Even though they do have, and they get you get titties, which is always nice.
Yeah.
Another one is what's it called? I think it's like Please Take Them Off, Miss something. But basically, this chick can control time with her panties. Takes her panties off, can freeze time.
Oh shit, that's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, so I really enjoy those. Real Life Fantasy, surprisingly, is not a light hentai at all. That's actually just a manga. It hasn't even really shown tits yet, which I was surprised. I really thought I was gonna get some titties. Hidden Dungeon Only I Could Enter is also a pretty fun one. That one's like very, very light hentai. Like there's definitely some sexual preferences in it, but I wouldn't even put it in the realm of like Saki the Succubus or Call Girl in Another World.
Succubus and Hitman.
Yeah. But
damn, there's a lot of them up there.
Yeah, you're over here looking. You can see them all now. There's a lot. And it's not until you get to those. I only have the 4 that sit next to Rent a Girlfriend. Yep, yeah. Those are the full-on hentais.
Yep. Yeah, no, I remember that. Opening the page like, oh, that's
full-on dick drawing.
Full-on dick drawing, and that's full-on penetration. Wow.
Yep.
Very detailed too.
Very detailed.
Let's put that back.
Another one I've really been enjoying is The Girl in the Arcade. That's got a very, I don't want to say Rent a Girlfriend, but more My Dress Up Darling kind of feel to it.
Okay.
Same kind of story, nobody dude meets a pretty hot chick in an arcade, and she's clumsy and keeps falling on his face and shit, and a little rom-com going on. Very, very Dress Up Darling feeling.
That's what's up.
So I've been enjoying that one a lot. I do need to sit down. Like all week, I haven't really been reading anything. I've actually been back into video games this week. I finally beat Dying Light 2 after all this time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Finally
beat it. And,
I haven't beat it.
and really been enjoying it. Like we should get on fucking sometime and play. I've been having a lot of fun. They've been adding shit nonstop. There's a lot of cool skins now you can buy. The DLC is actually really cool because it's a full-on other map. And it's literally like the Colosseum of Rome. They made their own thing called Carnage Hall.
Hell yeah.
And it's literally pretty much the new age Roman Colosseum where you go in and fight and all this for entertainment. You get points and you can buy cool weapons and clothes. So, and it's a whole other map.
Fuck yeah, that's what's up.
Like, that's what I think DLC should be. When you give a whole nother map to an open world, that's a big deal to me.
Yeah, no. So how was the last mission on Dying Light? Because I got to that point and was waiting for your slowpoke ass.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
I literally just dropped the game right before the last mission.
Yeah, I finally did it. It took some time. It's a pretty long last mission, but didn't really struggle. It had some challenge to it, but it wasn't like die, and kind of had to keep restarting. So glided through it pretty easy.
Okay.
So I also have a note here that we can that I've been wanting to talk about. I bought little fucking paper cards finally. Like I said, I've been doing so we could write notes.
Yep.
Die Hard didn't write a note. I wrote a note right when we were starting because I was waiting for him and I was scrolling the interwebs, and I found a very interesting story that I'm pretty sure everyone already knows about because it's all over the web right now. So the famous Taylor Swift, wants to sue an AI, or at least a man who used an AI to make nudes of her.
What?
Yeah. So apparently he's a dude that used an AI machine, AI art and all that, and had apparently made nudes of Taylor Swift that are going viral, and she wants to take legal action against him and the AI.
Huh. Not me looking him up right now.
Yeah. So That's why when I was sitting there, I told you like, oh, I gotta write this down. I gotta bring this up. This is pretty fucking funny.
Nice.
But yeah, I was like, huh, you're gonna sue an AI, huh? Interesting. How you gonna do that?
I don't know, man. These new technologies are fucking crazy.
Yeah, I enjoy the AI art shit. I think it's pretty cool you can do with it. Same time, I hate that I gotta fucking pay for it.
Yeah.
All the free ones they say they're out there, yeah, cool. You get like 5 tries with it, and it's like, now you have to pay for me.
Yep.
I'm like, how about no? But
yeah, no, I've seen some of the AI artwork that it can produce, and it's pretty fucking cool. Like,
yeah,
legitimately.
definitely better than what the fuck was that dumb shit going around during 2020? It was like the stupid like NFTs. Remember those?
NFTs? No.
It was like the stupid little like art, like basically digital art you could buy and trade and all that. And most of them were just like a fucking monkey and stuff.
Yeah, stupid.
Yeah, you remember that?
No, I wasn't really online back then at all, like ever.
Oh, I was. I had, dude. Like that's probably the most time I ever spent on the internet was during 2020 because I was just enjoying watching the world burn. I was just waiting for the signal, man. I'm like, come on, let's fucking riot, let's go. I was waiting for the world to finally go to shit, and I was hoping for zombies. I didn't get my zombies. I so wanted zombies.
Yeah, no. So I don't know. I think it was really funny because you turn on the news and people in China were like falling over in the streets and shit. And I was like, oh, is this the end of the world? Cool. I don't care. And then it turns out, oh, it's just the flu.
Yeah. Yeah, see, you were the kind like, oh, end of the world, don't care. I was the kind like, yes, finally, let's it end. Let's go, apocalypse. I was hoping.
Oh, man.
I was finally get to be a cannibal.
I was hoping for the Civil War.
Well, we're getting close to that right now. You've been keeping up with what's going on in Texas right now?
No.
Oh, dude, fucking Texas has been, fighting with the government saying they wanted the border closed because you got like 10 to 100,000 something coming over daily right now.
Yeah.
Texas had enough, and they took they basically sent the border patrol away, said go away, and brought in their military reserve to guard the line, and now no one's getting through. Yeah. And the government saying you can't do that, stop that. And Texas said, up yours, motherfucker. We do what we want. We're Texas. And now you have a bunch of other, mid states and all that sending their own reserve troops to Texas as well to help them. We're fucking getting there, dude. Civil War might be right around the fucking corner more than it was during COVID.
Hey, man. I mean, kudos to Texas.
Yeah, kudos to Texas, man. Don't fuck with Texas.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that. Texas is literally bigger than France.
Yeah, one of the most armed populaces in the United States, too. It's going to be hard to take over.
Well, that in Texas doesn't need the government at all. Not because they're armed or anything like that, because of how big their land is, they have their own oil, they have their own water, they have literally their own farms, their own everything. Texas does not need any form of import to survive. Unlike, you look at like SoCal wouldn't be shit if it wasn't for fucking the aqueduct that feeds from Northern California. Yeah. Southern California would go dry. Which really fun little history fact about the aqueduct that runs from Northern California to Southern California. During the building of that, because obviously the whole point of it was to basically take all the rain and snow water and transport it down to SoCal.
Uh-huh.
So while they were building that, they were basically stealing all the rain from the farmers. Because the farmers also collected all the rainwater and used it. And basically the state was taking all the water from them. So the farmers will literally go out and blow the fucking aqueduct up with dynamite until basically California agreed to build off streams of the aqueduct feeding the farms that it went through.
Well, yeah, if you take water from farmers are one of the last people you want to fuck with too, because they go after you.
Yeah, and we kind of need them.
Yeah.
But yeah, they literally were going out and blowing the shit out of it with dynamite over and over because the state would come in, rebuild it, and keep going, and the farmers just come right back, boom, blow it up again. And so finally the state had to come to an agreement to build pretty much off streams of it, feeding the farms and shit like that.
Yeah, man. I mean, I don't know. It's fucking stupid. You'd think, hey, these farmers are there doing what they got to do. Why are we taking all of the water?
Because you got to give it to the fags in Hollywood, man.
No, fuck them. They could all die.
I know, right? They should. I'm just waiting for that day, man. I want that earthquake finally.
Yeah.
The fucking San Andreas fault line. Just let that all fall off into the water. Give me my beachfront property right here in Nevada.
Come on. Come on, please.
Any day now. Any day.
Any day. Come on. Come on, man. Start going.
Come on, bitch. Listen. Fucking bipolar. That's why it's called Mother Earth.
Yep.
But yeah, no, it's crazy what's going on right now. It's possible, but I don't. You have everyone like, no, we should have open board. No, all it is so that way because they're bringing them all in. It's obvious what they're doing. They're going to use them to fucking vote again because they're not going to check voter ID just like they did in 2020.
Yeah.
There'll be no voter ID checked, which means all these illegals that are being brought in will get to vote, and we all know who they're going to vote for: the people who let them in. We'll see. And like I'm not super into getting into politics and shit, but it's at the point now you got to be a pretty fucking blind retard to not realize, like, they're not even hiding the corruption anymore.
Yeah, honestly.
And yes, I support Trump, not because of what he says or yada yada. No, the only reason I do is because of how hard the other side's trying to keep him out. That does make me have more faith that he's not a part of the fucking, Illuminati circle that drinks baby's blood. Because of how hard they're trying to basically resent him and get him from running, gives me more faith that he is actually an outsider in that fucking circle.
Yeah.
So it's not because he's fucking Republican. I actually played neither side. My beliefs definitely lean more towards Republican, but I am literally nonpartisan is the proper word. And at the same time, no matter who is in charge, the only way we're ever going to have fucking change, it ain't going to be by a president. It ain't going to be by this. There's two things that are going to cause fucking change. One, and it'd probably come to it, civil war.
Yep.
It'd be one big change. Or another fucking world war. Another attack. It doesn't have to be world war, but another attack on us, America.
Yeah.
Because if you look back to fucking 01, during September 12th, I don't think we've ever been that united before than as we were on September 12th. Everyone fucking came together. It was all fucking Americans versus them.
Yep.
So it's either going to take an attack on us or us fighting each other is the only thing that's going to basically bring about change.
No,
and it'd probably just be temporary again.
I'd hope not. And it makes me sad too to think about it. Like, man, I was born in the wrong era.
I know, right?
Like, if we can go back to like the 1920s, of course, it not be racist. But if we could go back to the 1920s the way it was, I'd be all for it.
Yeah, but you being a man of color would be a little different for you in the 20s than someone like me in the 20s.
Yeah, that's why I said not racist.
So minus the racism. So if we had like today, but back then.
I mean, I'm super racist, but
yeah, it's all right. I hate you too.
Yeah, fucking white people.
Hey man, I agree with you on that one though. I fucking dude, the whites are retards, especially the white women, dude. Damn, they're stupid.
Don't even get me fucking started.
But damn, they're so hot.
They are.
Like, damn, they're hot, but they're so fucking dumb. But it's
like, I always think to myself too, because we have a couple ladies at work that are just fucking stupid.
Like stupid hot or stupid?
Just stupid.
Okay.
And then I look at them and I think to myself, if you were hot, I'd probably just get the fuck out of my way. God damn it.
Yeah. As I said, you got to be a balance there. You can't be retarded and ugly. We all know beauty and brains don't go together. So, if you're going to be fucking stupid, you better be hot.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're just left in the dirt. But,
man.
No, it's just fucked up all around. We all like to think that, we've gotten rid of racism, but it's like, nah.
I feel like we're more racist now than we've ever been.
I blame that only on the internet, though. Because truthfully, you being a colored man, how often are you walking around the streets feeling like you're getting racist looked at?
Not often, but I also have the means to protect myself. So
No, I mean, yeah, but and people don't look at you like, oh, fucking, a cholo with a gun, hide your children,
yeah, no,
Like, and same with me. I doubt many people are looking at me walking around thinking I'm marching to fucking Hitler or something. I do believe that we're nearly not as racist as the media sells us to be. There is still a lot of racism out there, don't get me wrong, but we have come a long fucking way. And when you're actually in public with, yeah, anyone will say whatever they want online because they're protected by the great protector of the internet. It's the same as why you have fucking 12-year-olds talking shit to me online when yet if they saw me in person would be crumbling and pissing their pants because I just break their neck. But when you're protected by the internet, you can basically do and be whatever asshole you want to be.
Yeah, no, but I'm talking about like, so I know a lot of people in the past that are like, they're of color, they're black, and they're brown, and they have like hate.
Mm-hmm.
Hate for other people, and I'm just like, dude, you're stupid. Like, you hate this black man, but think about it. You're just as black as that black man.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Well, it's just because they refuse to grow up and see a bigger picture. Because don't get me wrong, I definitely went through a fucking time in my life where I hated all color. Like, legitimately, I rolled with the fucking skinheads and shit like that and the Brotherhood because growing up and due to where I lived, I got fucking jumped by the blacks all the time and the Mexicans just because I was white. I never did anything to them. And because they hated me and decided to beat me up and do shit like that, then brute hate in myself. I never had hate from originally.
Yeah, no, exactly. It's all taught.
Exactly. Or learned. So yeah, I had learned to fucking hate them. Obviously, then, after getting out of that area and, being able to get over it and realize, the most basic thing of all, not all colored people are the same. Just like not all white people are retarded, even though the majority of them are. And my biggest issue with them is they're the ones who fucking get offended by everything.
Ah, yeah, man.
Fucking white women, man. Like, they get offended for other races. It's like when they tried to cancel Speedy Gonzalez of the Looney Tunes. The white people tried to cancel Speedy because he was racist. Thank God all the Mexicans came out and said, "Fuck you, we love him."
Yeah, like Mexican representation in our tunes. Fuck yeah, we love that shit.
He's hilarious. We love him.
Like, it's really funny too because we've a bunch of white people on the internet were like, "Oh no, Speedy Gonzalez racist." I'm like, dude, I grew up watching his show. Like, he's the shit. What do you mean?
He's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I grew up watching him too. I'm like, oh man, that's so freaking cool. Like, I would love to actually go to Mexico and meet him. And it's just, it's the same like people like who canceled the Redskins. It's like, to me, that's more racist. You renamed them the Washington football team. To me, they were representing the natives. They had a representation, and I don't know. This shit just drives me wild.
No, it's all PC bullshit.
It is. That's why I love South Park so much. They do so well. Like when PC Principal was announced, I loved it.
Oh man, PC Principal was great. Or this recent episode that they did with where they gender swap
the Pandaverse.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Oh man, that show was so fucking funny.
That was great. And the COVID special one was good too. And then the post-COVID, like they just they've been on cue the past, like I'd say probably decade. I mean, before that they've always been funny, but they were kind of more of the normal cartoon where it was just, like funny and just doing anything. But like I think within the past decade, they literally been hitting like the nail on the head, as you could say, on what's going on. It's not just, they use humor to cover it up, but to me, it's more real than most of anything.
Yeah.
Like, one of my favorite ones, too, I remember way back was the ads one. They had one where ads started getting like, because it all started as commercial. Then commercial got smart and decided to become ads. And then ads started evolving more, and it got to the point where, like, literally you had a human who was an ad technically. Like an ad hiding as a human. Like, it was the evolution of advertising. It was a really good one. I enjoyed that a lot. But it's like cable, you know. You look at nowadays, streaming used to be fucking awesome, but now it's just cable all over again.
Yep.
You have so many different fucking streaming sites now, man. I'm getting ready to start fucking sailing again.
Yeah, no, exactly. Like, recently I just canceled my Netflix because it's like, not about to pay 30 fucking bucks.
Yeah, and now you won't even let me share. The one thing why most of us kept you is so we could share with our friends. The one, you make the most money, you pay for it this time.
Yeah.
Like, oh, all right, I guess I'm doing good now. I'll pay for everybody again. You know, but no, now you're going to penalize me for sharing.
Yeah, it's fucking bullshit.
I think my favorite thing was Blockbuster. I don't know if you know this, but Blockbuster has a Twitter or an X, whatever you call it now. Yeah. I'm calling it a fucking Twitter.
It's Twitter.
And when Netflix announced they were going to start penalizing for sharing, Blockbuster had tweeted like, we never cared who you shared with as long as you returned it on time.
Hell yeah.
God, I wish Blockbuster came back.
They only have one store open.
Yeah, I told you about that. Fucking... It's bed and breakfast, pretty much.
Hell yeah.
And we got Redbox, but that's not the same, man. It's not the same, like, man. I want to go back to going inside a fucking Blockbuster. Like
Blockbusters, family videos.
Yeah.
I fucking love that shit.
That was great. I remember Game Crazy, too. That was like the underground GameStop that was normally inside Blockbusters. Because where I grew up, you know, very small towns, we didn't have GameStop, but we had Game Crazy. So, and God, I was just playing a fucking old video game, too. And I literally saw a billboard with Game Crazy on it.
Damn.
But I can't... Fuck, what game was I playing? I think it was like a PS3 game. And I remember literally seeing a Game Crazy billboard in the game, and I just, like, lost my shit. It, like, almost was sad, because, like, it just brought back the past. And back when, you know, didn't have any worries and life was just good.
Yeah.
Call it, whether if that be the world was better then, or if it's because, you know, I was a child and didn't see it. But damn,
just nostalgia.
What I would do to have that back. It's like I just saw a fucking commercial too, or not a commercial, but I saw a picture on iFunny where it was you could taste this picture, and it was the old ice cream with that weird shaped wood spoon you use.
Yeah.
And it's like I could taste the spoon, not really the ice cream.
Yeah, no, that's wild, man.
It's like Fun Dip too, you know. Remember Fun Dip?
Ugh.
I haven't seen Fun Dip in a long time.
I haven't seen Fun Dip either, but the last time I saw Fun Dip was like a year ago.
Well,
and it's gross.
What? I love Fun Dip. I always thought it was great. I snorted that shit.
You fucking snorted it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, but I tried it recently and it's not good anymore. At least to me it isn't.
Well, I remember the fucking like actual like sucker part of it never actually tasted good. But you know, the whole point was to dip it and suck it. So I'm glad we still have baby bottle pop.
I have no clue what that is.
No? It's been around forever. It's literally the little candies. It looks like a baby bottle. Nope. And you literally turn it like it's basically Fun Dip. You turn the baby bottle pop upside down. You put it in the bottle part. You shake it. It gets the powder all over it, and you turn it back around. And you never knew a fucking baby bottle pop.
No.
What the fuck? What about Push Pop?
Push Pop, yeah.
Okay, you know the Push Pop, huh?
The ice cream Push Pop?
No, the candy.
No.
What the fuck? That's still around. I know that is. Juicy Drop Pop.
I know that one.
You know Juicy Drop Pop?
Yeah, I know Juicy Drop.
I remember when that came out. That's how old I am.
I remember seeing commercials when I was little.
Yeah, Juicy Drop Pop, Push Pop, Baby Bottle Pop. What are some other ones? Ring Pop?
Ring Pop. I know Ring Pop.
Okay. What, because of Deadpool?
Huh?
Because of Deadpool?
No, I know Ring Pop because I love Ring Pop.
Dude, like, if you see Ring Pop, literally, like, probably look to your left or your right, and you see Push Pop and Baby Bottle Pop. They're all been around the same thing.
Baby Bottle Pop. Baby Bottle
see?
Pop. Yeah.
It's a song. There you go.
Yeah, I know the song, but I can't picture it at all.
Wow. Or Push Pop. You can't picture Push Pop?
No, I can't picture Push Pop.
Fucking bullshit, dude. How could you not picture Push Pop? That's actually kind of hard to say. Picture Push Pop. Tongue twister there. That and Baby Bottle Pop. Which one are you looking up? Push Pop? We'll look up Baby Bottle pop. Look, how do you not recognize that shit, motherfucker? That case does not slide well across the table. Baby bottle pop. Not ringing a bell, but you knew the jingle, though.
I know the jingle, but...
What the hell? Oh, man. Are you looking up at least Push Pop? Please tell me you remember Push Pop. I mean, I do miss the Push Pop. I do miss the ice cream. And it's funny as hell because, we had ice cream out of toilet paper rolls.
I don't know what that is.
You don't know Push Pop?
No, I don't know what
Holy shit. Wow. That's crazy. But you remember the ice cream in the toilet paper roll, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I love that. That was great. Rocket Pops were also one of my favorites growing up. Those are kind of hard to find now. I don't know if you remember those or not. Rocket Pops?
Yeah, I remember.
Rocket Pop was good.
My favorite one was chocolate banana.
Chocolate banana?
Yeah.
That's good, yeah. I actually always enjoyed the character ones from the Ice Cream Man, like whether it be like
SpongeBob,
Sonic. I'm talking the older ones, but Ninja Turtles has always been around. Like those were always good.
Yeah, the ones that had like the gumballs on the bottom.
Yeah, they're the ones that had flavor for the 1 second you first bit into the gumdrop, and then had no flavor afterwards. Yeah, good. Let me ask you, as a kid, did you ever do the see how much gum you could actually get in your mouth?
Yeah.
Yeah? It's like, I remember, dude, I had my cheeks were fucking stuffed. Like, all right, peeled that out, dude. Big old fucking ball of gum.
Oh, man.
I had do you remember the fucking, God, what was the name of that gum? It came in like a roll. It was literally a whole roll, like a gum that you could pull out. There was a shit ton of it. It's like a pink plastic container it came in.
Hubba Bubba.
Hubba Bubba.
Yeah.
I ate a whole roll of that shit.
Oh, fuck,
man. That was what it was, dude. The whole thing of Hubba Bubba.
Man, I haven't seen a Hubba Bubba in forever.
Oh, you want to talk sadness, dude? I just was reading too. Was it Fruit Stripe is getting finally canceled permanently? Fruit Stripe gum. Remember the one with the zebra on it?
No.
What?
Yeah, no, dude.
You don't remember the zebra?
No, growing up, I wasn't allowed to eat candy like at all.
Well, I wasn't. Yeah, that's why I went and stole it from the store. No, I didn't do that. I didn't start stealing until I was like a teenager. Don't do that no more. But yeah, dude, freaking, I believe it was called Fruit Stripe gum, right?
Fruit Stripe?
Yeah.
Yeah, this one?
Let me see. Yeah, see the fucking zebra. Yeah, Fruit Stripe gum.
Yeah, no, I don't know this one. I
know
Juicy Fruit.
Well, yeah, Juicy Fruit's popular. But yeah, Fruit Stripe gum, dude. And it's funny, too, because it had a little zebra on, like each packet had like little comics with the zebra on it and stuff. And, I remember there was one where if you, I think, got the rainbow zebra, you got a free pack. Just like how, I don't know if you remember this or not, but Tootsie Pops used to have on their wrapper, because they always had the little characters all over the wrapper.
Yeah.
There was one, I think it was a star. If you got the one with the star, or no, Indian. It was a like Indian dude with a bow. Okay. If you found that on a wrapper, you got a free pop.
That's pretty cool.
Yep. Yeah, it was the little Indian dude with a bow, I believe, was the one that got you the free Tootsie Pop.
Hell yeah.
So, I missed that shit, man. Like, it was, fuck. Getting more depressed now, looking back at fucking childhood.
Nostalgia.
Yeah.
When nostalgia slapped you in the face with this hard cock.
Fucking for real, man. Shit. That's why I do like going to that fucking Rocket Fizz, though, because, they have all the old school shit in there. So,
yeah.
Plus new, but mostly all the old stuff. So, it's always nice being able to re-get it and retaste, childhood pretty much. Be happy for that split second before you realize where you're at in life now.
Yeah. Yeah, no. One of the few things that I usually get at Rocket Fizz is a butterbeer.
Oh yeah. I always get I get a sarsaparilla.
Yeah, because they have the best butterbeers. Some of the best butterbeers.
Yeah, I get that Six City sarsaparilla because those are very nostalgic to me, since you keep using that fucking word. Because growing up, there was only one store that sold it, and it was quite a ways away. It was literally a tiny little gas station in the middle of the fucking of the canyons where I grew up. And I remember my dad and I used to fucking get on the we'd get in his Corvette that's now in my yard, and we'd drive up to Jawbone. That was the canyon, and it was like a 40-something hour drive to get there. Not 40 hours, but 40 minutes to an hour. And it was the only place that had that sarsaparilla. I remember the first time I even tried it was actually the first time I rode on the back of my dad's Harley with him when I was a kid. And he fucking took me on the Harley. We went up there. I had got like, I think just a normal like root beer or cream soda or something like that. And he had that. And he's like, oh, here, try this. And it was like, oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
It's a very, very nostalgic taste to me, obviously. First time I got to ride in the Harley. My first time in the Corvette. First time driving the Corvette was coming back from Jawbone. That was funny too because my dad started panicking because it's one of those roads that's just a two-way. You know, there's no fucking, just 2 lanes. That's it.
Yeah.
And I'm driving the Corvette, just learning how to drive. Fucking diesel's coming on the other side, you know, coming up at us and shit. My dad starts panicking and shit. Like, I'm going to turn right into the diesel or something. I'm like, calm down. But I got to say, though, the sensitivity on that fucking car, dude, like the slightest move of that wheel, dude, and you're sideways almost. Like, it's sensitive.
Damn.
But yeah, it was so funny seeing him, like, panic and shit as the diesel was coming up. I was like, calm down. I'm not going to crash into the fucking diesel. But I can't blame him, considering when he first let me drive his truck when I was a kid, I fucking blew his tire out in the desert.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I hit a bush that I didn't see. Had the fucking bush stem sticking up. Punctured the tire immediately. Yeah.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Good times. But, you still haven't finished Attack on Titan either, have you?
No.
Damn it.
No, not yet.
Dude, I binged that shit. I finally, I waited for it to finally all be dubbed. That was my plan, because that fucking 8-year gap between 1 and 2 drove me nuts. So I waited for all of it. Obviously, I overweighted, but that's because there's a lot of other shit out I was watching. I don't know what kicked me to finally go back and restart it, but once I did, all the way through, done.
Yeah, no. I just need to get back into it. I haven't been wanting to watch anything lately. Like,
do what I do, though, man. Just like whenever you eat. That's how I get through most of my shit. Even when I don't feel like watching, I always watch TV when I eat dinner. So just do that. Because normally, I don't know about you, I'm a pretty quick eater. 1 episode is pretty much the exact amount of time I need to eat. It's 22 minutes. That's enough time to fucking cook, eat, and go pretty much done. And then if you feel like watching another, cool. If you don't, go back to playing your game. Or whatever you're doing.
Yeah, no. Haven't been really playing any games. I restarted The Last of Us 2 because it got remastered.
Of course you did.
But I'm barely any... I don't have any progress in it.
Damn.
I started it and haven't touched it.
Fair. But, oh man, what was I just about to ask you? Oh, are you excited about D&D tomorrow?
I am. I have my character ready. Kinda ready. It's still a little touch and go.
What are you playing?
So I'm playing a human fighter.
Oh. All right. So yeah, so our buddy, oh shit, he was actually on the New Year's special. What the? Oh, that's obvious. How could I forget his name? Plum Wizard.
Yeah.
He's got one of the best names. So Plum Wizard decided to not relaunch, but start a new D&D campaign. I've played a couple of the games he's ran. He's a very good dungeon master. Mm-hmm. He decided to take a little different route than he's used to and do a futuristic, like in space kind of fucking D&D. And he pitched it to all the friends. Well, we got so many people that we actually had to split it into a 2-day thing. So we have 2 different groups technically playing the same campaign, but they're playing different sides. Fucking Die Hard here is playing both of them.
Yep.
Saturdays and Sundays.
Yeah, no. If I'm being completely honest, though, I'm only doing it to hang out with people.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, because most of our friends won't fucking leave the house, so we got to do this to hang out with them.
Yeah.
Well, then I actually do enjoy playing D&D.
I enjoy playing it. It's just like, with all the drama recently, it just like fucking wiped me out. I was like, you know what? I should just drop it. But then I was like, but it's really the only time that we can actually get together and hang out without it being wrestling involved.
Right. No, I get that. But I've been going back and forth, even though we haven't played a game yet. I've kind of been touch and go this whole time. Like, do I really want to get into another campaign? Like, I'm still going to do wrestling because I've been having a lot of fun with wrestling. But, I don't know. I'm going to give it a try. I'm going to talk to... almost fucking... Wow, I almost name dropped myself. I never name dropped, but I caught myself, so I still have a perfect record of not name dropping. Plum Wizard, probably talk to him tomorrow about it and say, like, how I feel. And, like, I'm going to give it a shot and see, but don't plan on, obviously, having it at my house the whole time because I might be in and out of this. I'm kind of on the fence right now about if I want to play D&D or not. And, see what he says about it. But who knows? Maybe within this first game tomorrow, maybe I'll just fucking love it.
Yeah. Well... That's the thing too, is there's three other people that are going to be joining the campaign that I've never met before. So
Yeah,
they're not going to be hosted at my house until I sit down and actually talk to them and meet them.
So I don't even know his fucking name. One of them's really cool. I originally met him in Plum Wizard's first campaign. He's super cool, dude. One of the few people who actually shuts Muffins up. Like, anytime we'd be playing, you know, Muffin's doing his normal megaphone shit, getting loud and overdoing it. He'd straight fucking sit down and shut up. Like, he'd put him in his place, and Muffins would listen, surprisingly. The other dude's an old timer. Like, dude, he like pretty much could be your grandpa. He's old. Super chill, though. Motherfucker, like, redneck as hell. I guarantee he'll have his gun on him when he comes in tomorrow. Super cool dude. I don't know the other guy. So there's one newbie for me, which, you know, I am about new people in my house.
Yeah.
But if he's buddies with all of them, I trust their judgment. So obviously, you know, he's not going to fucking do anything stupid. But we'll see how it goes. I like both of the other two. They're great dudes. But I don't know them too well. I actually haven't seen... God, I don't know his fucking gamer tag. Like I said, I don't know him very well. I haven't seen him since he pretty much quit D&D because I don't hang out with him. I enjoy the time we did spend, but he's not one of the group. Mm-hmm. And at the same time, I don't need to play D&D to hang out with people because, truthfully, I don't give a fuck. I mean, it's fun and all, sure, but at the same time, as long as I got fucking pretty much you and Muffins, that's all I need. Yeah, you heard me, motherfuckers. Not that any of them listen or support me. Us. Yeah. You know, they do. They support all the fucking streamers and shit.
Yep. But that's how I feel about it. It's, for me with new people, I don't trust people.
Mm-hmm.
Is my thing. I don't trust anybody.
Yeah. You don't trust me?
I trust you. I trust Muffins, kinda.
Kinda.
And the only other person that I actually trust is my buddy Ikrane. But I've also known him for like 10 years.
Yeah.
So there's like 3 people that I trust.
Yeah, fair.
And, you know, I've had people come into my parents' house and steal shit because my sister's like, oh, we're friends now, let's hang out. And my shit goes missing.
Yeah.
And I get really aggressive about it, too.
Oh, yeah, no, it's like, you remember when my fucking Broly card went missing, I about wanted to start cutting all your guys' hands off.
Yeah.
Until one of you confessed. But I just had to let it go. I was like...
Yeah, no. And when your Broly card went missing, and I was like, hey, maybe someone hit it, and I winked at you. I was just joking. And then you're like, oh, it's actually missing. I was like, oh, shit, someone stole his card.
Nope.
Like, that's pretty fucked up.
Because that's back when it was $800.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. Who fucking cares? But no, like me, I've been over this a couple times where I can fit into any crowd. I have no problem fitting in with crowds. I've had large amounts of friends, I guess, or acquaintances throughout my life. Anywhere I go and move, I always get a lot of people who know me. But as for the people I truly consider, like my brothers, is normally limited to about 2 to 3. The rest are my friends, and I enjoy their company and yada, yada, yada. But do I need to see them? No. Is it nice when I see them and hang out? Sure. When it happens. Am I going to go out of my way to make it happen? Nah. Will I go out of my way to fucking hang out with my brothers? Absolutely. Yeah, but that's how it's been my whole life. I've always kept a very tight, small ship, I guess you could say. Mm-hmm. But with a bunch of other ships around me.
Yeah.
So, it doesn't really matter to me. And now I got Ender living out here again, so... Which is funny, because it's like... this happens each time we move close to each other. We don't talk. We talk daily when we live in different states and we live far apart, man. Like, pretty much daily, we're talking. I haven't talked to him in, like, fucking 2 weeks.
Yeah, since our last episode.
Yeah.
Damn.
Or actually, no, truthfully, he called me yesterday because he had a question about Dragon Ball. And it's funny, he started like, I got a question, but I don't want this to turn into a 5-hour fucking Dragon Ball talk. I just got a question. I'm in the middle of an argument on Reddit right now. I need some of your input on Dragon Ball. I'm like, all right.
Like, all right, hit me with it.
Yeah. It was like some shit. Like, how strong would, if Boo and Goku fused, how strong would it be? they're like, pretty much undefeatable.
Yeah.
Boo's pretty much immortal unless you obliterate every bit of him. So, but yeah, it's so funny because we talk daily when we live far apart, and then every time we move close to each other, we kind of quit talking.
That tends to happen.
Yeah, it's weird. But I don't know. So you need to finish Attack and Jiu-Jitsu
Yeah.
very soon. I don't know when the anime awards are going to come out. But when they do, I want to do an episode. Probably going to have Arc Soul sit in, maybe Muffins too, since he's a massive anime fan. And I'd like to do an episode on the anime awards and the victors.
Okay.
I'm going to check out some of the ones that are up for nomination that I don't know, like the one that Soul voted for. I don't remember the name of that one. I need to check it out and see so I can give honest judgment on it. Because that one apparently is very popular. Chainsaw Man's obviously up for vote right now, which is what I'm rooting for victory. You've watched Mob, right?
We watched it together. What do you mean?
Okay, I was making sure. I forget. All right, fuck off. I watched Mob like fucking 20 times. So I know Mob was up for vote on some shit. Have you watched any Chainsaw Man?
Yeah, I've gotten all the way through it.
Okay, cool. So that one we can give honest judgment about. You're almost done with Attack. You're almost done with Jiu-Jitsu, which bet's going. Jiu-Jitsu is probably going to win the majority of it. It's very popular right now, which sucks because I said I want Chainsaw Man to win. They're produced by the same company. MAPPA makes Chainsaw Man and Jujutsu Kaisen. And they're saying right now, Chainsaw Man's not bringing in the money that Jiu-Jitsu is, so they might just drop it, which would suck because I love Chainsaw Man more than Jujutsu Kaisen.
And honestly, it's really well animated.
And apparently that was everyone's complaint about it, is the animation style. I think it's great. It's unique.
Yeah, it's
different.
awesome. It looks good.
And I love it. But apparently that's been a lot of people's complaint about it. And I'm like, I think it fucking works out just fine. You want to talk about some weird animation? I mean, shit, look at Fooly Cooly.
Yeah.
That's some weird-ass animation. There's all kinds of ones out there that are weirdly animated.
Devilman Crybaby.
That was a weird-looking one. That one that you and Soul were talking about with the king, that's like super fucking cartoony.
Kings, yeah,
that's like super cartoony drawing.
That's like a storybook drawing right there.
Yeah. You got the fucking old school like Sailor Moon. That's some weird fucking animation back then, you know?
Yeah.
I have a hard time watching that old animation, besides Dragon Ball, obviously, but no, that's like, I don't like when people judge, especially when it comes to animation, because the whole point of animation is to be unique and do whatever you want.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know. I think it worked out. I think it was good. I'm hoping that because they decided to do the next arc, they're doing it in a movie instead of doing a whole, anime chapter on it. They're going to do a movie for the next arc. Hopefully that turns out like Demon Slayer did, where their season 2 was technically a movie, the Mugen Train movie.
Yeah.
But it was so good that they reanimated it all and made it an actual season. I'm hoping we get the same with Chainsaw Man. I'm hoping that this next arc just is such good movie that they decide to make it a new season. Or even if they don't decide to make that a season, to just then continue with new seasons from there.
Yeah, I would like to see some more Chainsaw Man. It was really good.
Yeah.
Like, I enjoyed it a lot.
So, and with what's going on in the manga right now, like, we're even past, we're not even a part of public safety anymore. That's how far the fucking manga's going.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, public safety's done. It's not even a thing. So, and that was like 3 fucking volumes ago, I think, when the public safety arc ended. So,
shit.
I want to see all that get animated, and like, because I know some of the shit that's going to happen, and I want to see it animated so bad.
That's me with Demon Slayer.
Well, dude, there's one fight, man, fucking Chainsaw Man, like, because pretty much like his full self, dude, motherfucker's got like a large intestine wrapped around his neck and hanging down him the whole time as he's like fighting motherfuckers. I don't know if you've ever seen. I have a shirt where he has the intestine wrapped around him and shit.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Oh, it's so good. And then what Makima does and shit, like, I want to see it so bad, but I don't know. I'm pretty much out of shit to talk about. We've been going nonstop this round in. Oh, look at that. We're actually at 140. Well, might as well just wrap it up here, I guess, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we can't.
Well, this has been Hentai Heathens.
Whoa. What you doing?
What?
We can't leave it off on that note.
No? We can't just say goodbye?
No, we haven't.
Why not?
Because we have to talk about the subject.
What subject?
Hentai.
Ooh! You mean the topic of the title?
Yep.
How could I forget? I didn't forget. Have you been watching some hentai, my friend?
A little bit.
Oh, you putting in some homework?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't have it on this phone though.
I know I have my separate phone for all my shit now too. Now that I got 2 phones, so I don't have any porn on my new phone. I like my new phone too much.
Yeah, no. So, this one was one that Ark recommended, and it's basically a girl gets kidnapped by goblins and used as a sex slave. It's pretty
Oh, is
fucked
that
up.
that one he's always talking about that's super dark?
No, that one's
No?
Euphoria.
Oh, Euphoria. Yeah. This
Yeah.
ain't Euphoria?
No, this one's a whole different one.
Huh.
Yeah,
What
no,
the
I was
fuck?
like, hey, recommend something fucked up that I could talk about. And he's like, this one. I'm like, you've already said that one. And he's like, this one then. And that's the Goblin one. Pretty fucked up.
Do you think he'll answer his phone in the middle of D&D? You want to try?
Maybe. Try. Try it. Why not?
I'm curious if he'll answer, considering he's the DM. I'm so curious if he'll answer his phone in the middle of it all. Let me see. Where the hell is he? All right. Oh, that doesn't actually
Yeah,
work.
it doesn't work.
Damn it, I forgot that doesn't work.
Yeah.
Wrong button. I was trying to fucking pause real
You
quick.
press the wrong son of a bitch.
Right? Let's see. All right, so Soul actually answered. Diehard was just telling me about this goblin hentai you recommended him. What was the name of that?
Goblin hentai.
Yeah, it was a while ago.
It was what?
It was a while ago.
He said it was a while ago.
I know there's an anime I recommend, which is Goblin Slayer.
That's not hentai though.
No, it's not.
That's not.
That is not hentai. The only Goblin hentai I can think of is the most recent one that's come out.
Which is?
1 second.
Okay, we're buffering. I know he'd have something for us. He always does.
Yeah.
He's the one we named the show after. The godfather of hentai heathens. And he even he's pausing his D&D campaign to help us out. You are amazing.
I'm on hentai heathens right now.
You paused his D&D.
Hell yeah.
That's fucking great. You can hear everyone in the background laughing about it.
Yep.
There it is.
Hit me. What you got?
You there, Fear?
Yep.
It's called Goblin no Swana.
Goblin no Swana.
Yeah.
Alrighty, I'm gonna have to look that up so I can give more details about it.
All right, sounds good.
Thanks for joining us.
You're welcome.
Later.
Bye-bye.
I can't believe he actually answered.
Hell yeah.
Because he's the dungeon master, so he just made everyone at the table sit and wait. Like, oh, hang on, I'm on Hentai Heathens. I gotta look up the name of that one.
Yeah.
Props to you, Soul. I love you.
That's fucking great.
That's awesome. What was the name of that? I just forgot. I was too busy.
Goblin no Swana?
Goblin no Swana.
Yeah, no, but that's an old one. He recommended that one like 3 months ago.
So did you actually watch it? Do you remember anything about it?
Yeah, I actually watched it. So it's literally a girl that's in a village, gets kidnapped by goblins.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they kill the whole town. She gets kidnapped by goblins. They bring her back to their dungeon. Mind you, it's fucked up, so don't judge me. They rape her.
I mean, most of hentai is rape.
Yeah.
Like, in order, literally, if you're trying to look for non-rape hentai, you have to put in non-rape.
Yeah.
Because if you type just hentai, you're pretty much getting rape.
Yeah. So,
Not that I support that, but you know,
but it is what it is. That's
it's animated. It's fake.
Still fucked up.
Fuck your feelings.
But yeah, they kidnap her and rape her repeatedly. At the end, there's a hobgoblin that's fucking huge, giant cock, tiny little blonde lady. And I was
just picturing that fucking picture of the little blonde chick with braces sitting in the couch with all the black guys, except it's all goblins standing around.
Bro, that's pretty much what it was. So at the end of it, she's basically popping out kid after kid.
Oh,
goblin child after goblin
Are
child.
they half human, half goblin, or just goblins?
Just goblin.
Huh.
Yeah, no, that's
Goblin
the way
DNA strong.
That's the way it works in
Gotcha.
the goblin world. Is,
Okay.
they impregnate you and you pop out more goblins.
We'll have to look into the science of this and see.
Yeah, no. So at the end of it, she's like, "I accept this. I am a goblin mother now, and this is my purpose."
Damn. So she enjoyed that goblin dick. She just didn't want to
Yeah.
admit it.
Oh, yeah,
she
she
was just
enjoyed that shit.
pretending to be raped.
Yeah.
Fucking phony. I think I already talked about it on last week's episode, but the whole like Steam, how you can get the adult games on Steam and shit
Yep.
that I finally found out. And I talked about Dorm Room Peeper, huh?
Yeah, you did.
Damn it. I've still been playing that, so that's all I got to really go off of because I've been playing it. Still, I haven't beaten it yet. It's kind of hard, because I got to stop and beat my dick instead of the game. So, well, it's great too because you can even go back like after you've unlocked the scenes because it's a super side scroller, but you actually get full on like sex scenes, and when you unlock them, you can actually go to the gallery and just rewatch those scenes, which I've been doing.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
yeah, what you gonna do?
yeah, what you gonna do, man?
There's actually one I was looking at that I wanted to fucking order, and God, I can't remember the title of it, but it was part of the Fukyu or whatever the hell you pronounce those that publisher who publishes all the hentai on Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember what the hell the title of this one was, but it was very intriguing, and by intriguing I mean it turned me on, and I wanted to fucking read it. But damn, man, I haven't been able to finish reading the hentais I have because kind of find out hentai is actually really hard to actually read.
Yeah, I mean, I picked up one of your books. It's not cool that all the pages are stuck together.
Yeah, it's hard to actually sit and read it. Oh, Juicy Tits. That was the one I was looking at.
Juicy Tits.
Yeah, I had to pull it up. Well, I mean, look at that fucking cover, dude. You got the bunny ears and shit, and like, yeah.
Yeah. That's
See, intriguing, very interesting. I wanted to read it. There's also one by. I love this dude. He makes failed child books. Y'all probably have like seen him before on the internet. What the fuck is his name? I have a lot of his books and I can't think of his damn name. It's like Goose. Brad Goose, that's it. Brad Goose. Yeah, he makes those failed children's books.
Yeah.
So there's two that are on my list right now that I'm probably going to buy here real soon. One is Sex Toy Story.
Sex Toy Story.
So it's literally like dildos and shit like that who have conscience, just like Toy Story. And the other one is Becky the Throat Goat. Here's the photo of that one.
Oh my god,
a huge sausage.
That's fucking hilarious.
Brad Goose cracks me up, man. I really enjoy his books. I'd hope to like maybe someday I want to get some autographs from him, just because I think what he does to me is just so great. The books are so basic, but they're so ridiculous, and the fact that he does them in a child format, like the whole idea of it is just genius to me, and I love it. Like props to Brad Goose. If you don't know him, look him up. He even does like online readings of his books. It's great. Look into it. One of my favorite ones I have by him, the first one I ever bought, was Why Daddy Hits Mommy, A Kid's Guide to Alcoholism.
Yep.
That one, and then the other one I bought right after that was Clip Clop, The Racist Horse Cop.
The racist horse cop. That's great.
Yeah, I really enjoy his work. I think he is fantastic. So, well, there we go. We got some really good input. Props to fucking Ark for answering the phone in the middle of his campaign to give us some hentai. It was really nice hearing everyone laugh in the background. Oh, I'm a hentai heathens. Hang on, guys. Pause the game. I gotta look some up. So, this has been Hentai Heathens. Hopefully, I will have the New Year's special uploaded here soon. Be patient. I don't have an editor. I also work full time. So, fuck off. I'll get it up when I get it up. Is what I tell her every time.
Yep. This has been Hentai Heathens, you motherfuckers.
Love y'all. Where's the fucking stop button? Hit the damn stop button!